Welcome to Kerr 9000's Horror House.
Okay, so this will actually be my third video on Tales from the Crypt Dead Easy. However, the reason for this is because I recently was listening to and watching a Tales from the Crypt Dead Easy table read. It was awesome, but okay, let's get into this. We've learnt from that table read and a podcast following that Tales from the Crypt Presents Dead Easy was actually shut down 3 weeks before principal photography was started, and the script would have been further polished during this time. The script we got in the table read had only one line of dialogue added to it and had the action sequences turned into audio book style explanations, but other than that it was pretty much the raw 25-year-old script acted out. Okay, so originally the script started out being called Fat Tuesday and was written by J.P. Kelly, and then Gil Adler and A.L. Katz began adapting it into what would have been Dead Easy, and apparently at this point the studio had already seen it and hadn't had any major issues with any of it, so it was unlikely to have any massive changes. It would have just been polishing. For me, it was amazing how up-to-date the script felt. For example, there's a little part in it about a video game where the lead programmer was struggling to explain why the main villain of the piece was scary. The script for Dead Easy felt to me a lot closer of a fit for a sequel to Demon Knight than Bordello of Blood ended up being. I can't help but think if this film had been made, then these two would have fitted together as a perfect double bill. John Kassir voiced the Harlequin greatly. He kind of sounded like this Cajun cross between Billy Zane's the Collector from Demon Knight and Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. I think on screen this character could have been so wonderful. Watching Kassir during the table read and watching his face and his actions just really brought it to life. Sean Astin was amazing, and Chelsea Rebecca did an absolutely fantastic job, and their chemistry was great. In fact, I kind of feel wrong singling out any one person or group of people, as every single person gave an outstanding performance. I don't want to ruin the whole of the story, as some people may want to listen to the table read either now or later. You can still donate to charity and get the link for this, so I highly recommend you look that up. I'll leave details under this video. But basically, while I don't want to spoil too much, we've learned so much about this whole project. It's gone from something that we knew nothing about to something that there is all this fresh info out there about, and it's quite simply so exciting. If you want to go in totally blind, then turn this off now and go look up that table read, as I'm going to give a brief trailer voice type setup for the story, outlining some plot below. But before I do that, all I can say is it's well worth listening to the fantastic table read done by a whole host of talented people. Lloyd is a man who's working hard on a horror-based video game, but he just can't seem to get it just right. It's not scary enough, despite the fact that the main villain really creeps him out. But back at home he has a son called Danny, who's a lonely child who has struggled making friends, but now he has a new friend. An imaginary friend. An imaginary friend who is a harlequin. A harlequin who tells him he can't tell his daddy about him. And it's from this point that the plot twists and turns. We have tarot cards, a television psychic, hidden past, and a fight between good and evil. We have Tales from the Crypt Presents Dead Easy. Okay, what can I say? This is brilliant. I'm really happy to finally have the sort of closure of this. It was like a wound, this film that had been robbed from us, and now we actually have it in some form. And tremendous thanks to everybody involved. And watching the table read, listening to them, they were all so friendly. And I have to give a particular big shout out to A.L. Katz, who, if you've seen at the start of this video, I produced a little bit of art based on the proof of concept pictures that had been done for the character of the Harlequin in this film. Well, I did my own little pieces of artwork building upon that, and he was kind enough to tell me that he enjoyed them, which actually meant the world to me. I skipped into work the following day after that, feeling like $1 million, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. But again, thank you to everyone involved. It wasn't just this table read about this long-lost film. It was a real event where lots of Tales from the Crypt fans typed backwards and forwards to each other in chat while listening. and I even learned a few tiny tidbits I didn't know about another Tales from the Crypt film that never ended up being made, Body Count, which I've produced a video about previously, and I am going to work on another video about that with a few little bits of new info. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Laters, taters. Hi, it's Kerr9000. Thank you for checking out my video and for making it to the end. If you'd like to subscribe, then there'll be a little thing for you to click on right near the end, and you'll also see a link to one of my videos and one of my playlists. I make reviews of horror films, both modern and retro video game reviews, science fiction film reviews, and all kinds of other stuff. I even show off some of my collection. You can also find me on the Retro Gamer Unofficial Forum, which is a great place for retro gaming chat, and it keeps on growing every day. It's well worth checking out. Once again, thank you very much and have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.